Oh man, do we have a lot to talk about today. We are shooting the Radian Ramjet Afterburner combo for not only the 48 guys, but also the 43X in today's video. Hoping to break down everything you need to know. Let's get into it. Before we get started, guys, I always want to give you full transparency on how we go about getting products here on the channel for review. We have been working with the team over at Radian, guys. They did send us the Afterburner Ramjet barrel combo, as well as their Anchor Magwells for the Glock 48 and the Glock 43X. We did go see our friends locally here in Ventura Munitions, though, to purchase these guns. So we did buy these guns for the videos, but the compensator barrel and Magwells were sent to us by Radian. So please keep that in mind as you watch the video. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into first rounds. Like I said, guys, time for first rounds. I'm going to start with the 43X Radian Ramjet Afterburner combo here. Shooting some SuperVel, 115 grain certified select, and 7 yards out. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. So there's still, for me on the 43X, guys, like I always notice, I like the form factor of it, but it was always kind of snappy. Still a little bit of snap, but definitely mitigated. And I can feel how it returns right to zero. And what I mean by that, you guys will see shooting the 10 round mags, and what, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 6 of the rounds are touching through that hole. And the dot is just coming right back to where it was and then just plugging away. So yes, I definitely think that from just that first mag, it definitely makes the 43X a more enjoyable shooting experience. But I've also been using the Ramjet Afterburner combo on the full-size Glocks, my 365 setups, and I've really digged it. So, I really dug it. So, now let's try. I haven't shot, dude, I can't remember last time. I think I shot a 48 when these first came out, dude. I don't think I've shot one since, so. Picked up a new one from our buddies over at Ventura and equipped it appropriately. So, let's see how this feels. Out of 48, here we go. Well. So it's not like in the 48 here. Yeah, so that's going to be, what, spring's probably too much for the comp, no?
I think it's not recoiling. Yeah, it's not ejecting.
Stock spring.
Try again.
Huh. All right, well, maybe it was a mag pushing up. You got the other mag on you? Let me try.
We go grab it.
Grab another mag here. That was weird. First 3 rounds just kept getting hung up. I don't know if these are pushing up. These are brand new mags too. Maybe they're pushing up super tight. I think all these mags are going to be brand new though, so. Yeah, maybe it's got too much tension on the mag. That's definitely it. Let me see that other mag. Yep. So guys, what we're noticing right here, with a fully loaded brand new mag, the spring tension is just pushing too hard. And so it's what, probably trying to feed that before it can cycle all the way?
Yeah, we're just not getting enough push on it.
Gotcha. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can see it right here. You look in here. It's getting caught on the feed ramp. Hopefully, after a couple 100 rounds, these mags break in. So I do have the other mags, the shield arms and the PSA ones as well, so we might try those. But as far as shooting it, it definitely, I feel like the longer setup, I noticed the recoil wasn't as violent as the 43X and kept everything here. So as far as shooting and felt recoil, feels good. I would just say we're going to have to see on the 48. It's interesting it didn't happen on the 43X though, so I wonder if it's just a combo of the longer length and that specific guide rod spring with brand new mags. So we'll see if it breaks in, guys, as we go through. We plan on shooting between both guns, hopefully around 400 to 500 rounds today. But I'm going to have Marco get his first rounds and see what he thinks.
Hey guys, Marco here. We're going to try the Radian on the 43X first. Let's see how she runs. Definitely tames down the Glock system. Out of the micro compact guns, the Glocks usually tend to have the high recoil spike. That actually tames it down significantly. Let's try the 48 with it on. Huh, no more issues there. It might just be a break-in period. It is kind of new parts in there and everything, so we'll see. But feels good. The Radians do what they do. That's why they charge that money for.
Maybe I was just bitch gripping it.
I do shoot a lot of Glocks. I own a 48 myself, but it's all tearing up, of course. So, the Radians, as you can see, they do work. That's why you pay for the Radian, and they're Cali legal. That's a nice thing.
You guys know the drill. Next up is accuracy. Back here at 25 yards, actually 23 yards to be exact, because I want to stay under the shade. It is 103 out. So shooting this group for 23 yards out. Phone's recording downrange so you guys can see the hits as they happen. We're going to start with the 43X Ramjet Afterburner combo and see how she groups. Ready, Marco?
Yep, on target.
All right, let's go take a look. Down here at the target now, guys. Got 2 rounds touching here, and that's probably my flyer, but with the flyer included, we are talking center to center, 3 1/4 inch for furthest to furthest. Without the flyer, it would have been a 1 3/4 inch group. So I'm happy with that at 23 yards on that tiny little, setup. I need to adjust and bring it back over to here. I'll bring it up for you guys on camera so you can see, but I'm using the SCS Carry optic on this from Holosun. So that one is, what is it, solar charging sight, I believe. So I don't think I can dim the reticle at all. And it's making it kind of big, so it adjusts based on the ambient light. And so the dot is kind of bright, taking up pretty much all of this as I shoot. So that's kind of, the other one that I have, the on the 48 is going to be the EPS Carry, which I can dim down and make small. So I can make it, more like this size. But, I mean, 25 yards with, what's that gun, like 3?
Like 3 1/4 or something like that?
Yeah.
With factory trigger rate in there?
Yeah. So, but I'll take that. I'm good with that. Next up, we'll do the 48 setup, guys. Here we go. Ready, Marco?
On target.
All right, let's go take a look. Down here at the target with the 48 setup, guys, and yes, definitely want to see a tight group of 4 here, and we got 1 flyer there. With the flyer, we are 1 1/2 inch center to center, and then without, we are just under 3/4 of an inch. So I definitely think that being able to run the EPS Carry on this and make the dot way smaller definitely played a factor, because like I said, with the SES Carry, you're limited to whatever the ambient light is, and so it's making the dot super bright, which was taking up way more of this, versus I was pretty much able to get that dot on the EPS Carry down to the size of that center bullseye. So, but either way, if I am with either setup being, micro compact or subcompact, whatever you want to call it, 23 yards, if I am hitting a 6-inch head, I'm happy with that. Next up, guys, I wanted to try some of the aftermarket mags you all were commenting down below in our short on YouTube. That video kind of went viral. I think it's at like 2.8 million views on YouTube right now. And then the one on Instagram's like at 180,000 views, which is kind of crazy. So appreciate the support on that, guys. But you guys mentioned like, hey, throw a Shield Arms mag in there. So I actually do have Shield Arms mags from my other 43X setup. I don't have it equipped with the metal mag release though. So I'm only going to shoot, this mag once through each gun, because I don't want it to chew up the mag release too bad. But I did purchase, Ventura had these, the Palmetto State Armory, the Micro Dagger, the PSA mags that are 15 rounds, which come with the plastic shield here, so you don't have to switch out your mag release, and you're still getting the 15 rounds. So I figured we'll try both of these out for you guys and see how reliability is looking. So first up will be the 43X. I'll knock it out with the Shield Arms first. Insertion. I will say the base pad does make contact with the Magwell, So you really have to give it a good smack. Even then, it's not wanting to go. Yeah, let me see if I can bring it back on an empty or a lock back slide. Yeah, so locked back, it goes, no problem. It seats right in there, and it's locking in with a smack. Get the birthday bump. Maybe not, man. Maybe it doesn't like the full mag. It did load that though, so. We tried this in that video that we did talking about the gun, dry fire, and it works, so let's see if it stays in there. Nah, it's not wanting to latch. I can see it. Let's see without. Well, there. So just 14 rounds, it likes. It seats there. So let's see here. Man, that thing just comes right back. All right, so 14 rounds with the shield mag worked. Now let's try the 15 rounder. I'll try it close slide first. Close slide locks in on the PSA Dagger micro mags. Boom, solid there. I'm gonna load these back up and try them in the 48 now for you guys. So looking at the base pads, guys, the shield arms pad, it's just slightly thicker, just slightly taller, and I'm wondering if that's why it wasn't seating all the way. You can see the PSA one is just a little bit thinner. I'm talking like probably a 1/16 of an inch. And you guys saw like it kind of wanted to go, but when we took one round out, it went fine. So that's probably what was causing it not to seat. So, but now with the 48, you good, Kevin?
Yep.
All right. Now with the 48, shield arms on a closed slide, closed action. Yeah, it doesn't want to go. I'll lock it back. Boom, that goes. Yeah, there you go. So full mag in the 48. Open the, lock back the slide, drop the mag, and it seats. Let's see about function here. Dude, 20 yards out, hitting that little mini ADAP. Look over there, guys. That's a 6-inch target, guys. So I'm happy with 20 yards out. We moved up, you know, not even, probably 21 yards. We moved up a little bit from where we did the groupings at. Let's try the PSA Micro Dagger one now. Same thing. Closed. Boom. Goes in. Locks in, guys. Cycles there. Here we go. Dude. It's easy. Like, I think of like how a drummer would be playing and just knows when to hit that beat. It comes right back down and you literally know when to break the next shot because the dot's just right there ready to go. So for those of you wondering, the shield arms on the 43X, we had to take one round out. I'm sure if I use these more, it would probably break in. They were sitting with rounds in them for a while, so maybe not. But the 48, and there shouldn't be a difference because it's the same frame. So, you know, that just shows you like we're talking super, super tight tolerances, you know, and you're going to have, I'm sure they're off by a few thou, just manufacturing process.
Especially with the Magwell.
So. But yeah, there's so many different factors. You have the frame, you have the Magwell, then you have the different base pads for different manufacturers. So, but you can get them to work, guys. I would just tell you, pick them up, go out, run them, do a good range session with them. Get a few hundred rounds through them to make sure you're confident with using them. But if you don't want to have, you know, the factory 10-round mags, I do like these PSA Dagger ones. I think it's smart doing that polymer shield over it so you don't have to switch out the mag release. But I know that was a question, so hopefully that answers it for you guys. Let's jump into some build drills now, guys, but quick, shameless plug. These are our UPF hoodie, guys. When it's 100 and something degrees outside and we're in the desert, we use these to keep the heat off of us, keep the sun off of us. They're ultraviolet protective, they're UPF moisture wicking material, and we sell them on our website, guys. So Kevin's got one on, Marco's got the, I think you have the New Mexico. Or Santa Fe, you have the Santa Fe. And so, yeah, these are the Southwest designs we came out with this summer. So if you're always wondering, you know, hey, why are these guys crazy out in the desert wearing hoodies? Well, they're actually UPF shirts, and we use the hood to keep the sun off of our neck and ears. So, all right, that out of the way, let's jump into some build drills. I'm gonna run the 48 from concealment, see how it goes. Here we go. Woo! Got one Charlie. 228. First shot was a 138. Got 16 splits in there. And 5 Alpha, 1 Charlie. This target's really cool because everything in black would be Charlie, everything in the A zone, that's white, and then if you're off, then, you know, it's just outside of the Charlie or a Mike. For those wondering, I just went on to Google and typed in A zone steel target and was able to find this on one of the first links. There's a few of them out there, but I don't know the exact company. I just went on Google, typed that in, A zone steel target, and that's what came up for me. All right, here we go, second bill drill. I saw that first shot break left. 224, 18 splits that time. Whoop. Got a line breaker there. So 4 Alpha, 2 Charlie. I'm liking how this thing just returns to 0, man. Ah, man, that first shot was a Mike. That felt so good, too. That was a 182. 15 split. First shot was a 9.8. But I got 1 Charlie, 1 Mike. I watched that first shot go right here, and then I brought it back. So, no bueno. Let's go again. A little bit of trigger freeze, but did feel good. 196. 17 was my best split for a 196. And 1, 2 Charlie. That might be a line breaker.
That would have broke per.
All right, so per official Marco, 1 Charlie, 5 Alpha for a 196.
Marco here with the 43X in the Ramjet combo. Let's see how she runs on the doubles drill.
Stand by. We got 16, 17, and 18 splits.
Yeah, so extremely well-performing Ramjet. Like, it changes the gun characteristics significantly. The 43 and the 48 are not known to be like the lowest recoil guns out of the micro compact, subcompact guns. This changes the gun entirely, as you can see. And that was a comfortable pace. Like, I can do that at essentially farther if needed. In the doubles drill, what you're really looking for is your like visual patience and then trigger control, meaning you're gonna shoot to your dot. You can absolutely shoot this even faster if you wanted to. The dot is just returning back and forth, back and forth. So that thing is well worth the money, in my opinion. Changes the gun completely.
So if like newer shooters go out to the range and do a doubles drill, if it's tight like this, that means the recoil's pretty minimal.
Very extremely
the wider
minimal.
it would be, would mean like, so pretty much if we took the Ramjet Afterburner, this would open up on you.
Exactly.
If you weren't running the Ramjet Afterburner.
Pretty much. This will probably open up like double at least. Just because that thing just gives you that much control of that gun. Significant difference versus the factory gun. And that's a stock trigger in there, so.
Nice.
Yeah. So for reference for you guys, we have the standard Glock 43X. No Ramjet, same trigger system. We're going to try the doubles drill on this. See how she runs.
You got 19, 19, and 19. So your other ones were 16, 17, 18. So a little slower.
So slower, and I have to fight the gun more. Essentially, the Ramjet, what it's doing, it's helping you fight the gun less. So as you can see, the group is significantly bigger. And that was almost same split time.
Yeah,
so
like your group before was like here,
it's
and
like
now
this.
It's almost
now it's double, triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ramjet essentially helps you fight the gun less, which is a good thing, because you just want to concentrate squeezing the trigger off, hitting the targets. And I have to dial back now, just to get the dot to come return. It's essentially where I wanted it to. But, Ramjet.
So guys, we're going to jump into some slow-mo footage for you. I was able to bring out a stock 43X and a stock 48. That way we can shoot them side by side in slow motion footage, 240 frames per second. So I'm going to shoot 5 rounds for the 43X, and then we'll put that up against 5 rounds with the Ramjet Afterburner on the 43X, and then we'll do the same for the 48s. We're going to be using some SuperVel, 115 grain. So guys, we're going to jump into how we have these things configured and final thoughts. Now with the slow-mo portion that we just showed you, I wanted to do my best to keep it like apples to apples comparison. So with the stock setup, you'll notice that we kept the light on both of them, but the stock setup didn't have the Antimatter Industries wing. I'll go over that here in a second. So I actually ended up pushing the wing up, so I didn't utilize it. That way I couldn't mitigate the recoil even more, just to make it in even comparison. And with the 48s, we have the old school 48 here, which doesn't have a light rail. So when we shot the slow-mo portion with the 48 Afterburner Ramjet setup, we did take the light off just to make sure it was as even as we could make it. Now going into how we have these things configured, with the Ramjet Afterburner combo here on the 43X, I went and purchased a new 43X from our buddies over at Ventura Munitions locally here in Vegas. I threw on the Hollow Sun SCS carry. That's their solar charging site, guys. So you will have to use their included plate because the MOS footprint has 4 lugs, whereas the optics only utilize 2. Not a big deal. It's a little small spacer plate, or you can buy a different optic, like I believe the Vortex CCW. That's going to have 4 spaces for those posts, and it'll go directly on. Now we did throw on this TLR7 sub with the Antimatter Industries wing. If you're not familiar, guys, Antimatter Industries makes this wing for the TLR7 sub. I'll answer the question now. No, they don't make it for lefties. It's only for right-handed shooters, so they can put their left thumb here. It does have a spring-loaded mechanism here, so when you holster, it'll go back flush, and then when you deploy the gun, it'll actually come out so you can put your thumb on it and use it to drive down that recoil even more. That paired with the Radian Ramjet is, you'll probably end up overdriving it. So you'll see if you have this setup and you shoot it. They also make it for the Surefire X300B model, and hit up their website, antimatterindustries.com, if you're looking for more info on it. Now, this particular Radian Ramjet comes with the Ramjet barrel being in the burnt bronze, rose gold style, and then the black comp. Now, what's unique about these guys, they use a taper screw that's going to lock the compensator to the barrel, so there's no threads. Why is that important? Well, if you live in a state like California, you're not allowed to have threaded barrels on pistols. So since this doesn't have a threaded barrel, you can get this compensator in California and have a comp on your handgun. The Anchor Magwell here, it actually utilizes a piece that goes into the cavity of the grip, which will use a spring detent. Now, this is a super tight fit, and I did have to use just a light hit with a mallet, a rubber mallet, guys, to get it to be flush. Don't go crazy. Don't be smacking on it. A couple taps, and it got it nice and flush to give it a really clean aesthetic. Now on the 48s, same thing, just all black. So did the black Ramjet, black Afterburner compensator, and then the black Anchor Magwell, and then running a TLRX 7 sub weapon light as well. I do wish they made a longer light or longer head or something to make it more flush looking. And then I have a Hollow Sun EPS carry with the same plate that I just talked about. Now, pricing, guys, I believe the Ramjet is the barrel, the Afterburner is the compensator. That comes as a combo, and depending on if you get bronze or black, I think it's a $389 price point versus a $410 price point. The Anchor Magwell, I believe, is a $109 versus a $114. So you're looking at, give or take, $400 for the barrel combo, and then another $110 for the Magwell. So let's just say plus or minus $500. Now, I know you guys are asking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Do you need it? No, guys. Does it make this gun way easier to shoot? Yes. I think, Marco, your doubles drill was a great example of what it's able to do. Now, guys, we're not saying that you need this to be able to defend your life with a 43X. We're saying that it makes the gun, the shootability is just much more pleasant.
Exactly. It makes it easier.
You're going to fight
the gun less.
You're going to be faster with it.
Yeah.
You guys saw the accuracy. It was there. I think on the 48, that group was solid. The 4 rounds that were touching at 25 or 23 yards. So, no, I know there's people in the comments, you don't need that stuff. Spend more money on ammo. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely. You can spend more money on ammo, go for it. But at the same time, if you're somebody who really likes the 43X and the 48 platform and you want it to shoot even better, I think this is the way to go about it.
Changes the gun entirely, in my opinion. It's a must for this kind of setup, in my opinion.
And I will say, the fact that they're always sold out also speaks on it.
Tells you that. It puts you in open division for matches, but I mean, if it's your carry gun, doesn't matter what division you're in, just shoot your carry gun, get more time on it, especially at a match. Makes you a better shooter all around. But I would say it is a must, in my opinion.
Now, in regards to holster fitment, we did get questions on those short videos that we did. So this is our QVO Tactical Wingman Flex. For those of you who don't know, guys, we own and operate QVO Tactical here in Las Vegas. We've been making holsters and gear. Come July 13th, it'll be 12 years. So we appreciate all the continued support from our customer base. Thank you, guys. This is one of our newest additions, which is the Wingman Flex. You guys will see the holster here connected with a piece of TR90. You can also get it Integris, but it'll mate up to our AIO mag carrier, which does come with a cutout for indexing, and it's got adjustability here, so you can make it fit pretty much any double stack 9mm magazine that you want. Now, the question was, hey, if I'm running a 48, what holster can I run? Our holsters for this particular model happen to be open-ended, so you'll see here, and we'll bring in B-roll close up for you guys that you can see it. It's going to stick out, but it's open-ended, so it will work. The compensator sticks out about a 1/2 inch. If you note in your order that you have the Ramjet compensator, we'll make the holster a little bit longer, but our mold does constrict. It does stop just before the end, so it'll probably only be covered up to the screw. Now, if you have the 43X Ramjet setup, excuse me, and you order a 48 holster, you can see here, it's going to cover the compensator completely, and you'll be good to go there. So it's kind of the same thing we tell people that we're doing it with the Glock 19. If you had a Glock 19 with the Ramjet, you would order a Glock 17 holster, and it would cover up the compensator for you. So if you're looking for holsters, qvotactical.com is our website. Marco, he likes running our more discreet style, no mag carrier attached. This is the Discreet Carry Concepts monoblock with our metal wing. And one thing that we're really known for, guys, are all the different fabric overlays that we have. My thing is, first and foremost, I want your holster to function as it should. It should be, 100% about function, but at the same time, you can have a very cool aesthetic. It can be a win-win. Your gear can look as good as it functions. So that was the goal with, bringing fabric overlays on years ago when we did. And we have a variety of designs. This is our psychedelic fabric overlay with some jade blue kydex, and then we have the matching components. And then this is, I believe, our Napalm Nights, which is cool. It's kind of like old school Vietnam with the Huey helicopter flying over the jungle with flames, and then with some orange kydex. So we like doing cool color combos. You were saying you just saw a bunch of these come through the shop after that video.
Did I just build that one? Because some guy ordered 2 of them. I'm like, that's got to be it. It's like, it's a different one.
So if you have questions about the holsters, let us know down below in the comment section. But yeah, final thoughts on this, guys. Just like they did on the SIG and the full-size Glock platforms, I liked them there. I like them just as much here. The 43X, like Marco was saying, to me, it is a lot snappier than other micro compacts that are on the market. But this makes it to where you feel like you're shooting a completely different gun.
Yep.
So any questions, leave them down below. You guys saw we continued to shoot through the different magazines, and the PSA Dagger, Micro Dagger mags worked great. Didn't have any issues. The only issues that we had were in the very beginning with these brand new factory Glock mags and the 48. But looks like that was just a break-in, because after my first rounds, we didn't have that happen again.
It was fine.
So I don't know. Maybe I was limp wristing it. Marco got up there and we had no problems. But yeah, I think we only did about, I want to say 350 rounds with all the things that we did, guys. So it's kind of hot out. The sun's actually being hidden right now, so it's kind of nice. But any questions, let us know down below. Josh over at Radian, Ryan over at Radian, congrats on the launch with this, guys. Appreciate you, including us and sending it out. We enjoyed shooting them out here on the range. Yeah, SuperVel, your ammo ran great with it. Appreciate it. And you guys watching, thank you as always. Any questions, once again, leave them down below in the comment section. Marco, thanks for coming to shoot with us. We'll see you in the next video, guys.